I mean, it's funny because I'm sure if you asked me in high school, I'd be like, oh, I definitely have a plan. I'm going to go to USYD and I'm going to do law. And then on this side, I'm going to have a business because why not? And then obviously life happens, right? So I went to USYD and I did Bachelor of Arts because I was going to transfer into law. And then just I was still so unsure about everything, even though I didn't want to admit it. So I went to a career counselor and I was like, so I really want to do law, what should I do? And she was like, okay, great, what's like out of the top 5 law firms, which one do you want to go to? And I was like, I don't even know what the top 5 law firms are. And I think that's kind of when I realized that as much as I love Legally Blonde and Suits, I don't
Yeah.
actually want I don't actually want to do law. So then yeah, I ended up transferring to UTS business, but the thing is, I'm really glad I did go to USYD because that first semester is when I found out about startups. I didn't have Facebook at the time, so I didn't know about a lot of the programs that like unis run and stuff. But one of my friends from that semester, she told me about this program that USYD was running called Incubate. And when you get into uni, you'll find out that basically all of the Australian unis have their own startup programs for students. But at the time, Incubate was still like pretty fresh and new. And it was kind of like one of the leading ones. And so Incubate was kind of where I found out about the whole startup ecosystem and that you can't like, it's not just like, business is not just limited to running like a brick and mortar store. You can actually build
Yeah.
these like world-changing companies as a university student. So basically, my dad has always been in business, basically his whole life actually. And so are a lot of my extended family members.
Mm.
And they really instilled that belief in me that you should be your own boss, right? Like I remember coming home from school and my dad would be like asleep on the couch. And I'm like, what the hell? It's 3 p.m. Why are you still
Yeah.
asleep? And he could do that, because he had his own business, he had like passive income if you want to get into that whole like rich dad, poor dad methodology, which is basically kind of like you have multiple streams of income coming in. So you can basically choose when you want to work. And that was really inspiring to me because I love to sleep in late. So for me, I was just kind of like, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to wake up and sleep whenever I want. Like, I don't want to do that whole 9 to 5 commute thing.